Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface on Friday Night Tights and the Real BBC and shows like that. It's been discussed, of course, the next wave of Marvel in particular, but there is other stuff from other companies. But the next wave of content from Marvel, and it's so bizarre because if you actually look at the characters that they're trying to push, these are characters that have all had multiple mass failures within the comic book sphere, i.e. their runs didn't sell. Their characters had to get relaunched and relaunched and relaunched and relaunched. However, that isn't preventing Marvel from now putting them out there for Phase 4, because as I take this article from Bounding Into Comics, Kevin Feige says comic book popularity not a factor in movie and TV adaptations. So your comic book reader who you put something in front of, if they reject it, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The product which you're trying to sell to them, that they're saying, no thank you, we do not want. You're going, nah, that's fine. That's fine. Now, is that because you think the comic book audience is different to the normie audience, to regular people, and regular people will just have to suck up the shit that you give them? Or is it because you don't care what your comic book audience thinks because, as the Joker said in The Dark Knight, it's not about the money, it's about sending a message? And when you have a look at the scope of messages that are going to be sent in Phase 4, it certainly appears that way. I mean, I don't even have to read any of the article, and I don't mean that disrespectfully to Bounding Into Comics at all, but we can just look at some imagery. Like this first imagery is when it was announced that Natalie Portman's Jane Foster would be Thor in the upcoming movie Thor Blood and Thunder. Natalie Portman, who couldn't even hold the prop hammer. So, thingamajiggy, Taika Waititi had to help. That's a bit sexist, dude. Know what I'm saying? And of course, this is who we're talking about. This is female Thor, cancer-riddled Jane Foster. Are you having fun yet? Are you having fun yet? Are you excited for your female Thor emasculating male Thor while also being cancer-ridden, so no comebacksies? I can't wait myself. Let's just scroll down a little bit more. Shang Chi. I mean, I never even had heard of this character. I mean, I'm more of a DC guy than a Marvel guy anyway. So, you know, I used to just buy DC stuff, not Marvel. So my Marvel knowledge, admittedly, was low. But I knew, I knew of the characters, the major players, and even quite a few of the minor players. Never heard of Shang Chi until the announcement of the movie. And judging by the first trailer that they put out, I couldn't possibly give a shit. It just looked generic and boring, and I don't know why I should have any interest whatsoever in what they showed me. I didn't see any motivation particularly for the main character, or why they're likable, or why they're just running around kicking people in the head. But okay, I'm sure that'll be fine. Remember, folks, they went to the TV show Crazy Rich Asians and just took the cast from that. Just going down a little bit further as well, let's have a look at this image. This is the Eternals. that we've seen approximately 10 seconds of footage from, and it's coming out this year. That sounds like they're really confident about this one. But this isn't it, folks. This just isn't it. Let's just read a little bit. Let's see what Kevin Feige actually has to say before I go into another group. Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige recently declared that the popularity of a comic book or comic book character has not been a factor in the film's movie and TV adaptations. In an interview with Men's Health, Feige spoke about the upcoming Shang Chi and the legacy of the 10 Sonic Rings. During the interview, Feige referenced the X-Men and Blade films when he stated that sort of proved early on that it wasn't about how famous the character was, it was about how great their potential was for becoming a cool movie. Well, the X-Men have been massively popular. I think it's the biggest seller in Marvel comics, for sure. And as regards to Blade, okay, maybe people didn't actually realize that Blade was a Marvel character, but what they were presented with was an R-rated, gory vampire flick. At a time when we're seeing a lot of the, you know, Blade and Underworld and all this kind of vampires versus Lycans. Oh, Twilight. Oh, my God. You know, we were kind of sort of at a period around about there, but we had an R-rated movie with a dude that was hacking and slashing and cutting the shit off out of people. That could just be popular for anyone, regardless of whether it was a Marvel character or not. And he added that Shang Chi has had that potential for so long. For so long, they did nothing with it. According to Men's Health writer Evan Romano, Feige also explained the reason why Shang-Chi did not show up in the Marvel Cinematic Universe despite being on their list for such a long time was because there was limited space. Well, that's just a lot of fucking crap. There was limited space, folks. Okay, whatever. Talk your nonsense, Kevin. I've already zoned out because now I know you've gone into lie mode. But let's just have a look at more upcoming heroes that they're going to throw at you. Now, let's first of all start with the Marvel stuff. So we've got failed comic Ironheart with the absolutely horrible Riri Williams, whose incentive to become a villain... apparently whose incentive to become a hero was the fact that her teacher said that she could be anything that she wanted to be. Sadly for the teacher, Riri Williams wanted to be a victim and so demanded that the teacher say something that she could not aspire to. And so the teacher said, oh, fine, you'll never be Tony Stark. And that began her hero's journey. Sorry. Horrible comic, horrible character, coming to a TV screen near you to lecture. Kate Bishop, fake Hawkeye, as I like to call her. Yeah, they've been desperate to get rid of Clint for a long time now and replace them with Kate Bishop, who, again, has also starred in a string of cancelled comics, whether it be West Coast Avengers or elsewhere, Wasp, etc., etc. Wherever Kate goes, cancellation isn't far behind. Because, I don't know, what is this bloody ironing board shit which they keep giving us nowadays? I don't know. Because this is about removing something other than really developing something good. It's about removing a white male and replacing it with a, I don't know, fucking cunt. Here, America Chavez. Oh my goodness me. America Chavez. The absolutely laughable Gabby Rivera run of the comic, which I believe led to your boy Zach calling his comic book company Splatto El Gato, or the channel, one of his channels, Splatto El Gato, because she saw a dead cat in the street and spent half a comic lamenting it. But here she is, flying away with her girlfriend. Obviously, she's got to be lesbian, and she comes from a planet of just women. so she's got two mums. But somehow she's Mexican, even though she's an alien. Don't think about it too hard. The writers certainly didn't. And who's this in the car? It's cancellation Kate Bishop. Oh my goodness me. Now, what is Kate Bishop saying in this panel? I'm sure it's not even remotely cringe. I'm sure this is something that comic book readers will grab onto and say, holy shit, this is Frank Miller-esque levels of absolutely incredible. I'm literally intrigued and in awe of both of them, these two women, of course. If this is what it's like to date other women, then I applaud all the women dating women right now, because this is incredible. Motorcycle courtship chase, check. Missiles and explosions, yup. And now we're just flying together in the sky, headed to a giant heart. I swear, if they come back married, I'm going to be so jealous. Always the bride's best archer. Fuck off, you are. Never the archer bride. Holy shit, Gabby. Holy fucking shit. Right. Jesus Christ. The Marvels! The Marvels are coming, folks. Yes, it just gets better and better and better. This time in the shape of a movie. You can have Ms. Marvel, Captain Marvel, whatever they want to fucking call her nowadays, who constantly cannot help getting cancelled. She's the most popular character that Marvel have cancelled. She's the bestest character that they've had cancelled. She's so good and so the best, she's actually going to lead the Avengers going forward. Removed from Endgame for the most part. Cancelled comic, because it was all bullshit. It was all bullshit. It was all propaganda that was put out by shitty sites that are in the pocket of the comic book world as they tried to build up a character that was fucking shit and nobody liked. Don't try and hide behind here, little Kamala Khan, because you can't sell for shit either, as your comic kept getting cancelled and cancelled and cancelled and cancelled with your big bloody fucking hands. Wow, that's a great superpower for jerking somebody off. But yes, they're all coming, including the new Monica Rambeau, who let Scarlet Witch go at the end of WandaVision, even though she had kidnapped and tortured thousands of people for multiple months. Because they'll never know that your vibrator ran out of batteries at the end of Infinity War. R.I.P. the Vision. But that's not it, folks. That's not it. We have She-Hulk coming along, and I don't mean the John Byrne beautiful one or this attractive little munchkin. No, we're talking about fucking hell. What the fuck is this? Yes, we're talking about no male gazy for youzy woozies. No, I don't even know what to call that. Anyway, your favorite and my favorite absolute piece of shit, Dana Schwartz, will be writing, I don't know how many episodes. God, if they had any sense, probably just one. But it might be multiple episodes of this incredible series, which I'm sure will do great and won't absolutely tank. But don't worry, folks. It's not just Marvel. We've got Naomi upcoming from DC, and it's going to appear on the CW. They've already cast it. They're already in development of it, and I think might be starting filming relatively soon. Who's Naomi, I hear you ask? Well, this is Brian Michael Bendis' latest, or one of his latest black women, that he just keeps doing the same thing, and the bestest ever. And their comic can't stop selling. It can't stop selling so many copies. Nobody knows who the fuck this person is. But don't worry, Rich Johnson will lie for your industry. Don't worry, he's got your back. And then Faith. Who doesn't want a big fat blob as a superhero? Are you a big fat blob like me? that likes to see this sort of thing. No, holy shit. No, I like to see things which I can aspire to. I don't want to see this shit on the screen whatsoever. But tough, because she's a-coming. She's a-coming any day now. Oh my goodness me, yes. And of course, she has the buffest, sexiest boyfriend that you could possibly want, because it's all about what's inside that counts. And I think what's inside of Faith right now is 6 pizzas and 5 cakes. So there you go, folks. It doesn't matter, says Kevin Feige. It doesn't matter that the comics don't sell. It doesn't matter that the public, the comic purchasing public, have rejected these characters. We're still going to throw them at you because it's about the message. Okay? Hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do get a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and YouTube for live streaming. Links are in the description box down below, and I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.